friends, today I'm going to talk about my reading plans for 2019. Now, as last year, and as you might have seen in my reaction video, I do these plans and I'm kind of just like, just reminding myself that this is what I'm kind of trying to do in the year, but then if I don't do the things, that's fine too. And 2019 is gonna be a pretty big year for me with some pretty big changes. Like, I finish school and I will move and I don't know what's gonna happen after that. So there's just a lot of question marks when it comes to 2019, and I just literally don't know anything about the year. So these reading plans, it might just all fall apart, or I don't know anything, but I just know that I have a couple of things that I want to achieve in 2019, and so I'm just gonna do some pretty chill, casual reading plans for 2019, and let's see. So first off, my Goodreads challenge. I think this is always the kind of first thing I want to talk about. And in 2019, I want to set my reading challenge to 52 books. That is kind of the OG number that I always go to usually. And I just think that, having this goal of reading one book a week is really good. As I said, I just don't know what's going to happen this year. And so one book a week feels good. I will also lose access to my library and Overdrive in May, I want to say. So I will not have access to as many audiobooks anymore. And that is definitely going to make a difference with the amount of books that I read. But I think 52 is still a very good number to go for. This year, I also want to set myself a page goal, because I just really like looking at the amount of pages I read every year too, and I am gonna go for 20,000 pages. I really kind of want to keep this going. I really want to try, and this is just an amount that I really, really like. So I just want to try and still get to like 20,000 pages. We'll see. I just don't fucking know. But I like that. I like setting myself the page goal. I like looking at how many pages I read, and then also always, this is definitely pages included with DNF pages, because they make up quite a lot of pages with the amount of books that I DNF. But I think, I don't know. I still want to prioritize just physical reading as well. I just want to keep reading, whatever happens, whatever changes are going to come this year. 20,000 pages. Let's go. And then I have just some kind of random goals, no numbers or specifics attached to it. As last year, I want to try and still read some nonfiction. I want to try and make that a priority, especially in the first half of the year when I still have Overdrive, and still try to listen to some, I always say nonfiction, but at this point it's mostly memoirs. There were some nonfiction books that I was interested in because I was not doing well mentally, so I thought I would have to listen to all of the self-help books, but I'm not interested anymore. So when I say nonfiction, I mostly mean memoirs, but that's definitely a goal. And then in general, I really want to prioritize library books and Overdrive books in the first half of the year, because as I said, I'm going to lose access to that. There's so many books on Overdrive that I requested that I didn't get to, and then I just really want to keep a look at the physical books in my library too, and see if there's anything interesting in there. Sometimes they just don't have anything that interests me. It's still not the biggest selection of books in the physical library, but I just really want to try and get as many library books done, both physical and Overdrive, in the first half. And this year, actually, I want to reread quite a lot. And this time around, I'm not going to set specific books. I'm not going to set a specific number. I just want to prioritize rereading. Let's say that. I want to prioritize rereading over other things. And by that, I don't mean, oh my god, I'm just gonna have to reread all the time now. I just simply mean that when I'm in the mood to reread something, I'm not gonna think of that one arc I still need to read, or that new release that I really need to get to, or I don't know, that book I put on my TBR for the third time in a row. I'm just going to reread that book that I'm in the mood for, because I would have reread much more in 2018 if only I had actually listened to my gut and reread what my gut told me to reread and what my heart was telling me to reread. So I definitely regret that. I should have reread much more, and I also want to try and somehow incorporate the rereads in balancing the books, just like cutting myself some slack when it comes to rereads and balancing the books, so that in months where I reread a lot, that it's not gonna, be too bad for my balancing the books. But that is something that I'm gonna get into at a later point. I just want to mention it, that I definitely want to find some kind of solution where rereading still works with balancing the books, because that is definitely what kept me from rereading in the last couple of months. As far as the size of my TBR, I am honestly completely fine and happy if it stays at around 100 books. I definitely don't want to go any higher than that. And I especially, like Kindle, I don't even care that much, but especially when it comes to my physical TBR, like it's now even like these two shelves is not even all of them. Like there's more on another like tiny shelf that I've set up. Yeah, I definitely don't want any more physical books than that on my TBR. And I think with balancing the books, I'm gonna do pretty well with just making sure that even if the amount of books on my TBR stays the same, that there are actually books on there that I'm really interested in. So I'm not really interested in actively reducing my TBR in 2019. Oh god, I get so confused with the years. But I just really want to make sure that I just keep up with having a TBR that I am really interested in, that I really want to read, and also just my physical TBR just not getting out of hand, because I don't want that. I don't think I'd feel comfortable with having like too many books on my physical TBR. It just gets overwhelming, and like books just sit there on your TBR for years and years and years until you're not interested in them anymore, and I just don't want that. So I just kind of want to pay attention to what I read from my TBR. I want to pay attention that my physical TBR does not get too big, and want to stay at around 100 books. If I'm able to really reduce my TBR this year, that's great too, but like just not get much higher than where I'm currently at. And yeah, that is basically all that I kind of have in mind at the moment for 2019. There's normally something coming up throughout the year that I really want to like achieve as well, or that I really want to do, but currently these are the plans that I have for 2019. I want to know if you already have made plans for 2019. I almost feel like a lot of people, they already started with their plans like beginning of December, so I feel like a lot of you might already have plans for the year, and I'm just kind of being here like just having some like casual, I don't even fucking know plans. But yeah, let me know if you already have plans, or if you're even making plans. Maybe you're not into making reading plans. And yeah, I make new videos every Wednesday and Sunday with occasional reviews on Friday, so click subscribe to never miss anything, and hit the little bell so you get notified as well. And thank you so much for watching. I guess I'll see you soon. Bye!